I hope so. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. And today, for Ravenous Conversations, we're going to be talking about why often our relationships don't work. Okay. So, I'm going to actually do a practical activity with you today. So what I want you to do is in my post, I have a link for downloading a template. If you are next to your computer, if you're next to your, if you're in a place where you can download things, right? Do that. If not, I'm going to explain how I'm doing this activity. Okay, I'm going to go over it and then you can do it on your own and send me your results so we can discuss it one-on-one. But while I'm doing it, if you want to put comments so we can discuss it better, then it would be really good for me too. Okay, so I'm going to try to check periodically if there are any comments. So very often we meet a person, we meet a prince or a princess who later on turns out to be a goblin. What happened? Right? And we spend a year, 2, 3, 5, 10 trying to figure out what happened. But in reality, the biggest problem is that the way we choose our partners from the beginning. Right now, in our modern society, in many countries, actually, not only in the United States, but we are fed this idea from the movies, from the books, of this incredible feeling that we must have when we meet a person, right? That we should have butterflies in our stomach, that we should lose our speech, our heart rate should be higher, right? We're losing sleep. Well, in reality, and we equate that with being in love, right? And that's how we fall in love and we start the relationship with people, thinking that that's how they are, supposed to be. Now, there is also one more criteria that we use, is that feeling of uniqueness. Only we feel like that. Nobody would feel anything like that, nobody else, right? Just me or just that partner. We have that special connection. So, but in reality, whatever I just described, the features, the qualities of that feeling are actually very similar to the quality of the feeling of fear. And our body very often gives the same response to us when we are in danger. So often, this is the criteria that is fed to us from social media, from media in general, is really very dangerous for us because we are not making right decisions in life, and then we actually suffer a lot. Now, I am one of those people too, okay? All my life I was looking for that special feeling, and then somehow it would go sour very often, right? And I wouldn't understand why. So today I'm going to give you a really good tool that, first of all, is going to help you understand what's been happening in your life, and secondly, will guide you towards your new relationship. By the way, this tool can be used for any type of relationship. I'm just using today romantic relationships because that's something, that is the most exciting usually for people to discuss. So if you downloaded the template while I was talking, or if you didn't, what I want you to do is to create a table. I want you to write 2 columns, okay? On the left, we're going to mark it as my short-term criteria for love. On the left is going to be my long-term criteria for love. So short-term, what I want you to do is to start imagining. So imagine you meet that person, a man, a woman, right, whatever, at a party, and or anywhere, right? And that feeling, the butterflies. What does this person need to have? Let's start with the head, right? Maybe I don't know, you need to write down, do they have hair, don't they have hair? If they do, which, what type? Eyes, is it important for you? What is it about the eyes that is important for you? Nose, is it important if it's big, small, whatever, straight and crooked, whatever? Smile, do they need to have teeth, or that doesn't matter? What really matters? So I mean, Don't write the ideal, like, everything, but what matters to you. We're all very peculiar in our choices. Somebody loves bold people. Somebody likes red haired, whatever, right? So don't be ashamed. Write down what really matters for you. Then let's go to the shoulders. Does this person need to have certain shoulders or chest or, belly, hips, I don't know, whatever. So in a way, we're not here describing really how the body is supposed to be. It's what we are attracted to, right? Like, for instance, I don't know, I need big shoulders and big hands. I don't know. I can't do anything about it. This is something I don't judge people by this criteria if they have it or not, but that's what my, attraction factor. So write down your attraction factors. All of us are unique. All of us are perfect. And that's the beautiful thing, because all of us can find somebody that we are attracted to, and that somebody will be attracted to us too for our particular qualities. So please, no body shaming here at all, but you just write down what's important for you. Now, after you've done that, I want you to think about, how do you want to feel with that person? I don't know. This is a person who is very well groomed. They smell good, right? That's really not about how I feel. That's still more about appearance, right? But think about it. Maybe this person is funny. Maybe is it important for you or not? Is this the person who is like a center of attention, or you actually don't like that at all? Is it a person who is loud and passionate and bold, or it's a quiet, more modest person? Write down everything that is important for you, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through everything. You got the idea. You need time. You cannot do it in 10 minutes, okay? Now, write down, be honest with yourself. Think of everything the first time you meet somebody, and what is that infatuation? What are these butterflies from? And then on the right column, I want you to think that this person is your partner. I don't know, for life or for a long-term relationship. And write down now the qualities that are important for you, like, I don't know, honesty, loyalty, maybe ability to go through difficulties, right, together, maybe generosity. I don't want to guide you here, because I want you to come up with your own terms, okay? You see where we're going here, right? So usually, not all of us, but many of us, I would say most of us, when we meet a person, we're looking at the left column and we're completely forgetting about the right one when we move that relationship into the stage of something like a commitment, right? And then we're trying to there is this beautiful expression in English, right? We're trying to squeeze a square peg into the round hole, right? We're trying to put all of these butterflies that we have about the person into the qualities that are there, that we want on the long term, right? Now, another step that I want you to do is to take your current partner or previous partner, and now next to the right column, make a small column and go and rate that person from 1 to 10 for each quality. So shoulders, 10, eyes, 10, blah, 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 blah. I know it sounds kind of bad, but we're not rating them in general. Oh, here's a 10. That's not what I mean. But for you, for your attraction factor, right? How are they satisfying those qualities? And then, you're going to do the same thing on the right. And this is where the truth finder is. You're going to be able to see if this person receives the same rating in both columns. Very often, it's not the same. Very often, our short-term criteria, right? They have 10s and 9s. And then on the long-term criteria, we have 3s, 2s, maybe 4s, maybe 5s occasionally. So it gives you a very clear idea why a certain relationship is not working or has not worked. And if you want to get really deep into your patterns, Do it with several people from your past and see if there are certain tendencies in you, if there's certain qualities in you that you pay attention more than to something that really matters in life, right? And I am not saying that the qualities from the left should not be on the right. I believe that if you are, especially in a romantic relationship, you need to have a physical attraction. You can have your big shoulders on both columns, you understand? But what's important is that we often meet somebody with that butterfly feeling, and then we're trying to drag that person into the partnership, but they don't have the criteria, they don't have those features that correspond to your criteria for the long term. But we don't look at it because it doesn't provoke those crazy feelings in us. Do you understand what I'm talking about, right? So really, I know it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, you're ready for work. So if you're going to replay this video or watch it later, try to really take your time with that. And if you have some interesting divinations, right? If you understand something, right? If you get some interesting insights, please send them to me. Everybody's connected with me. You can send me as a message. And I hope that this helped you. All right. So please, if you found this video useful, if you know people who need that, who need help, please share it. Please like it. Don't be ghosts. Please comment, because honestly, the more you like, the more you comment, the more you share the video, the more it shows up in other people's timeline. And hopefully, you never know how you can help somebody or sometimes even save lives by sending that comment or by sharing the video. Okay, and always you can visit my site. There are some free meditations, there are some free really great interviews and blog posts. So get inspired and live your life ravenously like you deserve it. Okay, love you, have a wonderful day, and see you soon.